happenings around you. And to make that easy for you, ladies and gentlemen, we present Freshlight, where we bring fresh newspaper headlines to the limelight. Mondays to Saturdays, 8:30 a.m. to 9 a.m. on Al-IyamoyeTv and radio. Watch, like, subscribe, and make sure your notification is activated on our YouTube channel. You can also like and comment on our pages on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Al-IyamoyeTv and radio.
Pleasant morning, welcome to Freshlight on Al-IyamoyeTv and radio. It is weekend. Yes, weekend starts today. It is the last day of work and it is a preparation for your weekend. Well, we're going to make it interesting for you because we have so much for you on Al-IyamoyeTv and radio. On Freshlight this morning, let's start with Daily Trust. I am OLUWAFISAYOMI AJIBOLA. On Daily Trust, you will see these. Parents, students cry out as varsities hike fees. Outrage over Quran desecrations in Sweden. Seaport terminal operators jack up cargo handling charges by 45%. Naira now undervalued after float, Bank of America says. FG okays vehicle importations via land borders. These and many others is what you will see on the cover of Daily Trust this morning. Giving attention to the details of the story, let's quickly look at this political story. NAS, governors assure Tinubu of support. President Bola Tinubu has received the assurance of support from the leadership of the 10th National Assembly and state governors on his renewed hope agenda. Senate President Godswill Akpabio gave the assurance when the delegations of senators, governors, and captains of industry paid Tinubu a Salakoti visit on Wednesday in Lagos. The renewed hope was Tinubu's campaign agenda that touched all aspects of national life, from economy, health, education, youth empowerment to international relations. NAS governors assured Tinubu of support that you will see on Daily Trust this morning. Also on Daily Trust, you will see Bayelsa governorship. We won't accept beavers without codes. LP candidate. The Labour Party candidate for November 11 governorship election in Bayelsa State, Engineer Udens Radiri, said the party would not accept any bimodal voters accreditation system, beavers without codes. Speaking with newsmen at his campaign office in Yenagoa, the state capital, yesterday, Radiri alleged that some politicians were already planning to clone the machine in their favor. They urge Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) to redeem its image and conduct free and fair elections in Bayelsa State that will be accepted by all. Bayelsa governorship election, we won't accept beavers without codes. LP candidates. Also on Daily Trust, I beg your pardon. Also on Daily Trust, you will see this headline this morning. PDP hails Tinubu's over subsidy removal naira devaluation. The People's Democratic Party, PDP in Edo State, has commended President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for mustering the courage to remove subsidy from petrol and free float of the naira currency. The PDP said the two economic policies already implemented by the Tinubu-led government will give Nigeria in excess of 2 trillion naira. The state party chairman, Dr. Tony Eziegbemi, stated this in Benin, Edo State, in an interview section with journalists on the states of the nation. He said the country's economy would have been grounded if those measures were not taken. PDP hails Tinubu over subsidy removal, naira devaluation. That is available on Daily Trust this morning. Moving on to another newspaper, let's quickly look at another one, and this time The Sun newspaper. On the cover of The Sun newspaper, you will see nothing would have stopped my victory, says Tinubu. Sacrifices for better Nigeria must start from leaders, Obi. Guba polls, PDP confident of winning Kogi, Imo, Bayelsa. Senate Minority Leader, oppositions against Tambuwa's big grows. It is available on page 28. Catholic bishops reject proposed bill on Christian Education Council. That also is available on The Sun this morning. Okay, let's quickly read through what we have on The Sun newspaper. Senate minority, oppositions against Tambuwa bids grows. Many senators elected on the platforms of opposition political parties on Wednesday night in Abuja resolved to frustrate bid by the presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, Atiku Abubakar, to impose former Sokoto State Governor Aminu Tambuwa as Senate minority leader. The revolting senators said Atiku's bid to impose Tambuwa on them would be resisted, the same way many PDP lawmakers fought against the emergence of Godswill Akpabio as Senate President, who they claim was foisted on them by All Progressive Congress APC. Based on unofficial instruction from the leadership of the PDP, a substantial number of the opposition senators voted for Senator Abdulaziz Yari during the contest for the Senate's top job. To read details of that, pick up a copy of the Sun newspaper. Senate minority, opposition against Tambuwa's bid grows. Okay, also, you will see Nigeria will be great under Tinubu Erile. A shifting of All Progressive Congress APC and a former lawmaker in Ekiti, Segun Erile, has said that the country would be great under Tinubu's presidency. In his interview, Erile spoke on issues bordering on Ekiti and the country at large. To read details of that interview section, pick up a copy of the Sun newspaper. You will see Nigeria will be great under Tinubu from Erile, which of it is his name there. Okay, let's quickly look at these. Guba polls, PDP confident of winning Imo, Kogi, Bayelsa. That is available on Daily Sun newspaper this morning. Governor polls, PDP confidence of winning Kogi, Imo, Bayelsa. Well, also you will see ministerial appointment, reward party loyalty, group tells Tinubu. Okay, let's quickly look at the Guba polls, PDP confidence of winning Imo, Kogi, Bayelsa. A chieftains of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, Chief Emmanuel Ogidi, has said that the party is confident of winning the November 11 governorship elections in Bayelsa, Imo, and Kogi states. The former PDP Vice Chairman South described PDP as a party to beat in 3 states. He said the PDP and its candidates were already enjoying massive acceptance and support by majority of the people in those states. Ogidi said the party was doing everything possible to quickly reconcile its aggrieved members or any misunderstanding within the party in the 3 states. According to him, he would ensure the party is united, work together, and mobilize for the party's victory in elections. Guba poll, PDP confidence of winning Imo, Kogi, Bayelsa states. Okay, let's quickly look at another newspaper. This time, let's go to The Nation newspaper. On the cover page of The Nation newspaper, you will see Tinubu to governors, be ready, let's fix economy together. Also, on the cover page, deluge of visitors forced Buhari to leave Daura, says aide. Eid ground clash, Adeleke's account illogical. Ambode reunite with Tinubu, Sanwo-Olu, Fashola. That is available on The Nation newspaper cover page this morning. Ipman cautions against hike in petrol price. Okay, let's quickly give our attention to these stories one after the other this morning. Okay, let's start with Tinubu to governors. Be ready. Let's fix economy together. Be ready to work with me to fix economy, President Bola Tinubu told governors in Lagos yesterday. The president was busy as a bee on the 30th day of his administration. He stated this. He started with whistle-stop visits to two leading traditional rulers in Ogun State, the AJIBOLA of Ijebuland and the octogenarian Oba Sikiru Adetono in Ijebu-Ode, and the Alake of Egbaland, Oba Adedotun Aremu Gbadebo in Abeokuta, to say thank you. On his return to Lagos, he attended a grand reception organized by Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu at the Government House in Marina. Governors across party lines, All Progressive Congress APC leaders, and the leadership of the National Assembly, among others, attended the event. Tinubu to governors, be ready, let's fix economy together. Okay, this one says Ipman cautions against hike in petrol. The Independent Petroleum Marketers of Nigeria, Ipman, yesterday cautioned the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, NNPCL, against further increase in petrol price. Its National Vice President, Abubakar Maigadi, warned that further increase would not favor the market, especially now that the demand for the product has dropped. He said, we are waiting for the new consignment of petrol for July to come before we can know what NNPCL plans. To read details of that story, Ipman cautions against hiking petrol price. It's on the Nation newspaper. Eid ground clash. Adeleke's account illogical. Former Senate spokesman Ajibola Bashiru yesterday faulted Osun State Governor Ademola Adeleke on Wednesday's clash at an Eid prayer ground in Osogbo. He said the governor was not supposed to be at the ground. The clash at the Okebale area of Osun State followed the disagreement over the seating arrangement on the first row. It resulted in the governor storming out of the venue without observing 2 rakat prayers. But Bashiru told reporters yesterday that some of Adeleke's were not representing him well. Eid clash. Adeleke's account illogical. Okay, let's look at this last story on the Nation newspaper. Reforms. Tinubu's appeals to Nigerians for endurance. President Bola Tinubu yesterday urged Nigerians to bear with the discomfort arising from this reform, saying that it is temporary. He stated the renewed hope, which emphasizes campaign's promises, will be faithfully implemented and bring relief to the masses. President Tinubu reiterated these determinations to turn this country around during his thank you visit to Ogun State. At the palaces of the AJIBOLA Oba Sikiru Adetono, Alake of Egbaland, Oba Adedotun Gbadebo, he admonished Nigerians to demonstrate the virtue of good citizenship by cooperating with a reform-driven administration. Reforms. Tinubu's appeals to Nigerians for endurance. Okay, on that note, let's go for a commercial break. When we'll come back, we'll look at other newspapers we have on our shelf.
gbogbo aláfẹ́ tó gbayì tó fẹ́ wọṣọ yìí ṣoge tó bágbàmú ló ń kọjá lọ sí House of Zayana. House of Zayana, the name I know when we talk of top-notch fashion, quality materials and class. House of Zayana, lẹ́tí máa rójúlówó turkey wears. Egypt and Malaysia clothing, Dubai, àwọn designer bags lóríṣiríṣi, àwọn ìtẹ̀lẹ̀ bàtà tó jiná tí wọ́n fawọ́ original ṣe, àwọn aago kájọ́ tó ń ka wákàtí ọjọ́, designer sunglasses and perfumes, pẹ̀lú àwọn gbogbo nǹkan tóbìnrin àsìkò fi ń gbafẹ́ lò gbà. Mo débẹ̀ ojú mi ń ṣe kámi, èmi ni o mú gbogbo ẹ̀yin mùsùlùmí ẹlẹ́sìn tẹ́ gbòógì gbọ́npa fashion tẹ́ wá nílò jàlábí hijab àti àbáyà lórí House of Zayana lẹ́ò ti rí gbogbo ẹ̀ rà. House of Zayana wà ní 52 ọlọ́run ṣògo road adjacent Redeemed Church Agape Parish ọlọ́run ṣògo Abẹ́òkúta. Lórí Instagram House of Zayana 081656886 House of Zayana ilé ìtajà tá a ti ń tojúlówó aṣọ àti nǹkan aṣaralóge tí ń gbéni níyì. Gbogbo aláfẹ́ tó gbayì tó.
Thousands have been disappointed severally in their bid to seek greener pasture abroad. To those quack in the traveling agency business, it is a rocket science. That is not our case at Tausaf Travels and Tour. We have in-depth details on how to successfully, without stress, help you process and secure your visa to anywhere in the world. Into residential visa, visiting and tourism visa, student visa to places like Europe, America, Asia, Africa. It's no big deal to us at Tausaf Travels and Tour. Our years of experience and expertise speaks volume for us. Let's process and secure visa for you to UK, USA, and Canada within a twinkle of an eye. We offer Hajj and Umrah services to our Muslim faithfuls. What are you waiting for? Consult us at number 9 Tausaf Central Mosque, Sholanke Street, behind Laroy Hotel, Abiola Way, Abeokuta. 0802 733 0900 or 0806 578 4060. Stop wasting money. Pay for peace of mind. Talk to Tausaf Travels and Tour.
Still Freshlight on Al-IyamoyeTv and radio. Let's look at Punch newspaper as the last paper on Freshlight this morning. Military orders generals to retire, gives Monday deadline. Also on the cover page, you will see external reserve fall by $8.3 billion in 6 months. CBN injected $18 billion into forex market in 2022. Naira redesign could not stop my victory, says Tinubu. Okay, Naira devaluation will increase raw materials import cost. Man, these and many more are what we have on the cover page of The Punch this morning. Okay, going to Punch newspaper. Service chief seniors, military orders generals to retire, gives Monday deadline. The defense headquarters has given top officers who are seniors to the newly appointed service chief till Monday to voluntarily retire from service. The order, which was contained in a memo dated June 26 and signed by Major General Y. Yahaya on behalf of Chief of Defense Staff, was directed to generals, Brigadier General, Air Vice Marshal, and Rear Admirals in the Nigerian Army, Air Force, and Nigerian Navy, who are seniors to the new service chiefs. The development confirmed a report by the Punch that scores of top military brass would be retired following the appointment of new service chief by President Bola Tinubu on June 19. The retirement of the senior officers across the three services was in line with the long-standing military tradition that officers who were senior to the service chiefs would be retired. Service chief seniors, military orders generals to retire, gives Monday deadline. Okay, also subsidy remover. LG saves 400 billion naira in 4 weeks. The federal government has so far saved about 400 billion naira as a result of the removal of subsidy on premium motor spirit, popularly called petrol, since May 31, 2023, when the initiative was officially implemented, oil marketers stated on Thursday. Also, the oil dealers stated that there was a high possibility for the cost of petrol to rise in July, going by the recent floating of the naira against the United States dollar by the federal government. Subsidy remover. FG save 400 billion in 4 weeks. Okay, also, Naira redesign policy could not stop my victory. President Bola Tinubu on Thursday in Ijebu-Ode, Ogun State, relieved the obstacles he had to surmount in the build-up to the general elections to achieve his presidential ambition. The president spoke at the palace of the paramount ruler of Ijebuland, Oba Sikiru Adetono in Ijebu-Ode, during what he called a thank you visit to the monarch. Tinubu was in Ogun State on a private visit, also visited the Alake and the paramount ruler of Egbaland, Oba Adedotun Gbadebo, at his palace in Abeokuta. Tinubu arrived in presidential chopper 59FG2 Nigerian Air Force, landed at the Dipo Dino International Stadium in the Ijebu-Ode area of the state at exactly 10:18 a.m. Naira redesign policy could not stop my victory. Tinubu. Okay, let's go to the metro page of Punch newspaper. Abuja customer abscond with 55 million naira Benz driving test. Abuja customer abscond with 55 million Benz during test drive. A car dealer, Mohammed Manga, has been thrown into confusion after a customer, one Henry, absconded with one of his cars, a Mercedes-Benz GLB 250, in the Abuja area of the Federal Capital Territory. Punch Metro gathered from Manga that the yet to be identified friend, who is also into the business of selling cars, visited his office in Abuja requesting to take the vehicle worth over 50 million to a potential customer interested in purchasing it. After taking the vehicle to the customer, who introduced himself as Henry, Manga said his friend told him that after negotiation, Henry requested a test drive and was accompanied by his friend. Abuja customer absconds with 55 million Benz during test drive. Okay, let's take the last story, which is sports. Leicester eyes wings on Ndidi replacement. According to reports in England, Leicester City are close to signing Tottenham Hotspur midfielder Harry Winks as they begin the 2023-2024 season in the Championship. The Foxes were relegated to the Championship following abysmal performance last season, and they are now expected to lose several first-team players as a result. Midfield ace Yuri Toliman has already left the King Power Stadium to join Aston Villa on a free transfer. James Maddison is also expected to join Spurs in the coming days. Leicester high wings as in the replacement. It's on the sport page of the Punch newspaper. On that note, I say thank you for listening. Thank you for watching Al-IyamoyeTv and radio this morning. The Freshlight comes again tomorrow the same time. Thank you. I remain OLUWAFISAYOMI. AJIBOLA, good morning.